I've seen it happen a lot. Someone grabs the cheapest portable generator they can find, only to end up wrestling with a noisy, short-lived unit that can't even keep a small fridge running on a weekend camping trip. The regret is instant, the backup plan feels flimsy, and the whole experience turns an adventure into a logistics nightmare. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. That's why I spent a few days actually testing the Dark Energy Recon 2000 before I hit record, because the market is crowded with half-baked power stations, and you need to know if this one really justifies the price tag. First off, the biggest hesitation most people have is, will this thing actually power the stuff I need without turning into a dead weight on my back? The Recon 2000 isn't a tiny pocket charger, it's a 2000WH lithium iron phosphate battery housed in a thick-walled aluminum shell. That means you're looking at a device that can run a 500W microwave for over an hour, keep a 120W CPAP machine humming through the night, and still have enough juice left for a small power tool or a portable TV. In the real world, that translates to fewer trips back to the campsite for a fuel can or a generator swap, which is a massive convenience when you're deep in the woods or dealing with a power outage at home. What sets this model apart from the cheaper alternatives is the combination of raw capacity and mobility. Most portable generators of similar power are either noisy gasoline engines or hefty diesel units that sit in one spot. The Recon 2000 rolls on all-terrain wheels, so you can pull it onto a rocky trail or into a flood-prone garage without breaking a sweat. The sealed ports and the all-aluminum enclosure give it a tank-like feel, which isn't just marketing fluff. It actually survived a tumble off a pickup bed and a few accidental splashes during a rainstorm without any hiccups. For anyone who's ever been annoyed by a power station that refuses to cooperate after a light drop, that durability is a genuine peace-of-mind factor. Now, the solar side. This unit accepts high-efficiency solar input, so you can pair it with a 200+ watt panel and top up the battery over the course of a sunny day. I set it up on a flat-top trailer during a weekend overlanding run, angled the panel for maximum sun, and watched the display climb steadily. It took about 6 to 7 hours to refill from 20% to 80% under full sun, which is respectable for a 2 kWh pack. The key thing here is you're not locked into a single charging method. You can still plug it into a wall outlet when you're at a base camp, or use a cart charger on the road. That flexibility is where the value really shows up. You're not forced into a single source, and you can keep the system alive indefinitely with the sun. But the Recon 2000 isn't a perfect fit for everyone. The first practical drawback is weight. With a solid aluminum shell and a 2000WH Li FePO4 battery, the unit sits just under 70 pounds. It's still portable in the sense that you can roll it, but you won't be tossing it into a backpack for a day hike. If your use case is a short-term, lightweight backpacking trip where you only need to charge a phone and a headlamp, you're probably better off with a 300WH model that weighs a fraction of the price. The second trade-off is the upfront cost. The Recon 2000 lands in the premium price bracket, reflecting the high-capacity battery and rugged chassis. For someone who only needs occasional emergency backup at home, a lower capacity, cheaper unit might make more sense. Who should definitely consider this power station? If you're an overlander who spends multiple nights on the trail, a van life dweller who runs a mini fridge, lights, and a small inverter for a TV, or a homeowner in a hurricane-prone area wanting a reliable backup for medical equipment and essential appliances, the Recon 2000 hits the sweet spot. It also makes sense for remote work scenarios where you need a stable 2400W pure sine wave output for a laptop, a router, and a small heater. The pure sine wave is crucial. It keeps sensitive electronics from whining or tripping out, something many cheap inverters can't guarantee. On the flip side, if you're looking for a quiet, indoor-only solution for occasional use, a smaller, quieter UP-style battery could be a better fit. The Recon's 2400W surge rating is great for starting up power tools or a small air conditioner, but that also means you have to be mindful of the wiring and outlet capacities at your campsite. I ran into a moment where I tried to plug a 2000W heater and a 500W portable fridge simultaneously. The unit handled it, but the total draw pushed the inverter close to its limit, and the display flashed a warning. So, while the hardware can technically handle those peaks, you have to plan your load carefully to avoid cutting power to one of the devices. Another practical consideration is the charging ecosystem. The Recon 2000 solar input is efficient, but you